It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations, brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, just 96 calories, available for delivery. I got rid of it, Roy. I think. I did
It's
it.
probably not. You haven't gotten rid of it. It's still there. We can hear
Now
it.
I did. It's gone. Dan, over 20 years of doing this show with you, it's the only thing I've been consistent about. That this week is the best week on the sports calendar. Can you smell it, Dan? Spring is in the air. Magnolia Lane, Amen Corner, Butler Cabin, and of course, the azaleas. Ah, the azaleas. The sights, the sounds. Hello, friends. And Dan, just like that, make no mistake about it, Masters Week is back. You excited? Little flyer on Tiger? Huh?
Chris Cody says he's betting Tiger at 100-1.
I mean, I bet him every week to begin with, and now you get a little juice with him. I mean, geez.
Who you taking?
I don't care.
Speaking of back, Razorbacks. How about that?
Yeah, they are.
UConn, Purdue, rare game where whoever wins, their coach goes to Kentucky. Norby Williamson out at ESPN. Does that mean I can go back now? Huh? Dan, you know what the N in Norby stands for? Huh.
Whoa.
No?
Not a moment too soon for me. Not a moment too soon.
That was a question. I had a question.
You did ask it.
Yeah, he asked the question
It was
there.
a question.
More like a reckless speculation.
I was asking a question.
Here's the problem with the foul call at the end of the UConn-Iowa game. It was a foul. An obvious foul. Everyone stop complaining. Nika Mule, defensive stopper. Headline, Tiger Woods has stopped having sex to prepare for the Masters. Tiger, got news for you. Hasn't helped my game. Little flyer? Huh?
No.
Probably not the day to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this.
You are going to do it.
I'm going to do it. Dan, you know what the C in Caitlin Clark stands for?
Oh, no.
Not championships. I definitely don't want to do this. I'm not doing this.
You're going to do it.
Dan, you know what the C in Clark stands for?
Not clutch.
Chris Paul.
Oh, wow.
CP3. No way. Not doing this today. I'm not doing this. This is where I draw the line. Not doing it.
No, this is equality.
Top 5 women's basketball players of all time. OLI. Caitlin Clark.
Wow. Whoa.
Number 5, Shamika Holtzclaw. Number 4, Brittany Griner. Number 3, Diana Taurasi. Thank you. Number 2, Cheryl Miller. And number 1, Brianna Stewart. Stewie.
No Candace Parker.
Sorry. Only 5.
It's his list.
Yeah.
Not even an OLI, though.
Caitlin.
Maya Moore.
Ooh, Maya Moore. Dan, you're Kentucky. Coach K calls. What do you do? What do you do?
Why would Coach K be calling?
Why wouldn't he call?
Because he's retired. Because he's done.
You know what the K in Coach K stands for, Dano?
Kentucky.
Hey.
I thought you were going to go call there.
I should have. Damn it. Seeing Coach. What do you do? Anthony Rendon batting .094.
94.
I like to go .094.
And he likes to approach it as if there's a giant speed bump before it.
The
because
A in Anthony Rendon stands for automatic outs. You're right. Speed bump. Total speed bump. For $35 million a year, Rendon went 278 days between hits. For context, he had a teammate this year that got drafted, got promoted to single A, double A, then the majors, between hits. $35 million.
My late grandfather and his late brother used to say more than any other words in their life in Spanish, that guy is an out dressed as a baseball player. That's the phrase they most use.
Couple of late guys cutting it up.
Couple of dead guys. A couple of dead guys cutting it up. Not a couple of late guys cutting it up.
Well, you said the late.
I know. But
I didn't want,
it doesn't mean that they were tardy.
I don't want to be too heavy-handed. I
Yes,
didn't know if you were over it
yes.
yet.
So it's like God disguised as Michael Jordan, but it's like this guy is disguised as an out.
That's right.
Same-
No, an
same
out
word.
is dressed as a baseball player. There's no disguise involved. It's just
Is an out.
It's just an out, and it's dressed as a baseball player.
Zach Edey, after 10 years of bully ball at Purdue, it's about time you've had to pick on someone your own size. Almost.
There's no one his size.
Donovan Klingon. Kling Kong. I am not staying up for this game. LeBron James commenting on the foul at the end of the Iowa-UConn game. All of a sudden, everyone's got an opinion on women's college basketball. Jesus, LeBron. You know what the J in LeBron James stands for, Dan?
I do not.
Johnny come lately. Where's he been?
I guess it would be a James come lately in his case.
Maybe.
wouldn't
New York Knicks, I'm begging you. Please get him.
it? Now what? What are you doing? You were actively not wanting him a month
Treat
ago.
him as the number one overall pick. Do whatever you have to do to get Bronny. He gets you LeBron. The Knicks, Dan, are a Bronny away. He would fit in nicely there.
Your words mean nothing.
I
Like
know.
a month
I
ago,
know.
you
You're
just
right.
you are. I was looking at you a month ago.
Listen,
What do you
I'm not
mean
gonna-
you don't want LeBron James?
You're
you were
acting
saying
like I'm
you do-
arguing with
Well, the
you.
Knicks were winning games
They
back
do
then.
mean
I don't.
They lost Randall. I'm not arguing with you. You said my words mean nothing. I agree with you.
Plus a 2-for-1. You got Bronny also. I mean, why not?
Right. Upside. Katie Martin doesn't get enough credit. She's a good player. Not enough credit.
I think it's Kate.
No one's talking about her. That's why. That's why I don't know, because no one's talking about her. Katie, how would I know? No one says her name, and her friends call her Katie.
But in terms of her not getting credit, what's worse, her not getting credit, or you demanding for credit
if
and
someone
not
gave her credit,
knowing
I would know her name.
name? Yeah,
Not on me. It's on Ruko.
yeah, of course.
Cindy Afalter, also not enough credit.
Agreed. Faulty.
It's unbelievable.
Her name's Sydney. I said the wrong name.
Hey. It's on Ruko. Lisa Blutter?
That's the
I'm
coach.
asking.
the
I was
Iowa
What are
asking.
you doing? What are you doing?
Well, she said Kate Martin was the glue to the Iowa basketball team. Glue girl? How do we handle this stuff?
What stuff?
Johnny come lately over
Saying
here.
girl.
What stuff?
I don't know.
How do we handle what? What's the
Anything.
confusing stuff talking
It's
about?
on Ruko. I mean,
Okay, it's all on Ruko.
That we can agree on.
Masters Week, Dana. Eclipse. Eclipse. Spencer Strider, out for the year. Shane Bieber, out for the year. In 2020, Steven Strasburg signed a 7-year, $245 million contract. Since he signed that contract, he started 8 games, went 1-4 with a 9.62 ERA. You sign a pitcher to a long-term big contract, you get what you deserve. Biebs. If you combine the Mets and the Marlins, they would still get swept by the Dodgers. Chauncey Billups, inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame, Dan. Mr. Big Shot.
In like the
Speed bump.
Eclipse.
Masters Week. Eclipse. Ruka. If it was up to Knicks fans, Jalen Brunson would get a statue outside of Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. He is good, man. Anyway.
Yes.
He's really good.
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
expected him to be this good. Nobody.
I know.
Nobody.
That's true.
Crazy. He doesn't do it often, but when Giancarlo Stanton makes contact with a baseball, I feel bad for the baseball. Taking a flyer. Tiger Woods to win the Masters at plus $13,000. I love a good flyer. In honor of Masters Week, top 5 people in sports and entertainment that connote the Masters. It's a good one, Dan. OLI. JJ Putz. Josh Birdie. Number 5. Anyone with the last name Butler. Anyone. Brent.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Did you just make it Brent Butler or Brett?
Well, there was a Brent and a Brett.
There was?
A lot of people don't know this, okay? But there was a Brent Butler and a Brett Butler.
Who is Brent Butler?
Look it up.
Okay,
Oh,
there it is.
crying out loud.
There's
He's a
the move.
musical artist
There's the
named Brent
move.
Butler.
Thank you.
Brent Butler played for 3 seasons between 2001 and 2003 for the Colorado Rockies.
He was talking about the leadoff man
He
for the
obviously
Braves
was not
in
talking
the
about
90s.
this person.
He's not talking about the comedian Brent Butler.
Why didn't you just pick someone?
Number 4.
Because he's lazy.
Is it
Master P.
Josh Birdie or John Birdie?
Look it up. Number 3. Ben Coates. You like that one?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Great tight end. Number 2, Iggy Azalea. And number 1, Amen Thompson.
It's not
Here come the
It's
Royals.
not called the green coat. I hated that list.
Wow.
It is called the green coat.
Called the green jacket.
It doesn't. Bubba Watson said he had 2 green coats. He told me that. He's won 2 of them. He said green coat.
Dan has a couple green coats too. Not the same as the jacket.
Couple of green coats, cutting it up.
What he actually told us is that they only get one.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get another one if you win another Masters. It's bull- yeah, it is.
It's not called a coat.
It just isn't. And he's not a great tight end.
There was no one named Jacket.
I feel crazy right now. I'm leaving. I have to
Ben
pee.
Coates.
Green coat.
I don't know the difference between a jacket and a coat. Put it on the poll, Juju at Le Batard Show. Roy, what are you
Red coat.
What are you Are you laughing about? I have to leave. I'm going to pee.
coat.
Yes,
I'm
verbatim.
I'm
Yes.
gonna pee. This Stugotz's brand of laziness is now infecting everyone. She
do you
was
mean?
eating during the first hour and she just left during the segment, saying she's got to pee.
The Bucks were 30-13 when they fired Adrian Griffin. The Bucks are 15-17 with Doc Rivers. Grass isn't always greener, Dano.
Man, that is weird to watch them lose to these bad teams. I know the Knicks last night are not a bad team, but the 3 before that are bad, and it's weird to watch them struggle like that.
Can't wait to see who Doc blames after losing in the first round. Doc Rivers' diagnosis is never himself. Purdue and UConn, 9:20 p.m. my ass. No chance in hell I'm staying up to watch that. Speaking of hell, Art Briles. Dan, those are the weekend observations.